What's going on, guys? This is Alex with Metastophicles Gaming. Today we are bringing you 6 Dominaria Remastered draft boosters. Fun set in my opinion. I like the fact that they're redoing a lot of the old cards that I grew up playing with, so that's it's pretty cool to me. Hopefully we can pull some good cards out of these, some nice retro frame cards. Force of Will would be a great pull. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into these Dominaria Remastered boosters. Alright, so first pack, let's get into it. Exciting thing about these packs, yeah, they're draft boosters, they're not the most exciting thing in the world, but I like the old style. I like the retro frame cards in here. I think that, it brings me back to the good old days of Magic way back when. And I'm excited to see if we can get some cool pulls out of here. Even just thematically, I think that they're pretty cool. It brings you back to the original Phyrexian days. And then I like these, old school double frame cards they have here. And we get a gamble with our first rare, which is pretty cool. I like that card. Not super familiar with any of the values in this set, to be honest. But this is what it's all about for me. I love the retro frame that brings me back to the good old days, if you will. Onslaught was probably one of my favorite sets, and the block there with, I think it was Legions and Scourge as well, so pretty cool. Good first pack there. We get a gamble in there, and I will include all the values of the rares, and if anything in the pack is worth over $2 other than rares, I'll include that there as well. So we start this one off with a Sandstorm, a Macetail Histrodon, Aquamoeba. It's cool because I remember a lot of these cards from back when they were new. Juggernaut, that's decent. Howl from Beyond, Stonewood Invoker. I see something cool coming in the back there. A full art or a Rada, Heir to Keld. So nice uncommon there. I think that's pretty cool. I like the way that looks. Pretty cool card. And Collector, which is pretty cool. I loved the squirrels back in the day. It's pretty cool to see. Again, I like the old cards, and that in the retro frame looks pretty awesome. Squirrels were fun. One of my friends built an entire deck around it, which is early tokens. Get a bunch of squirrels, overrun, trample over everybody. Good fun. Symbiotic Beast, Lightning Reflexes, Glintwing Invoker, Renewed Faith, Goblin Turncoat, a Mog War Marshal, Even Fisher, Remedy, more squirrels. We get a Squirrel Nest, Enchant Land, tap to create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token. And what's this? Wax and Wane, another one of those dual frame cards. Umbilicus. That's interesting. Connected to his little umbilical cord there. And a retro frame Duress. And a mystical tutor foil. That's pretty cool. I'm not familiar with how much a mystical tutor would go for. I know the big ones are going to be Vampiric Tutor. I think World Tutor's still pretty valuable. Oh, it's a pretty cool squirrel token there. These are pretty awesome tokens too. Can't complain about that. Not that tokens are fantastic, but we do have that mystical tutor, which is pretty cool to see. Tutors are always welcome. I know Enlightened Tutor is still north of $10. So Vampiric Tutor is the one that everybody wants. Mystical Tutor I think is somewhere around the $6 range, but foil I'm not sure if it goes up much from there. We get a Cleric of the Forward Order, Urborg, Siphon Mage, Werebear, Avarax, Peregrine Drake, which is always a fun card to play. You get to untap the lands you used to play it. Frantic Search, Kelderin, I don't know how you, J is probably silent in that. Gargoyle, a Chain Lightning, Dromar's Cavern, Factor Fiction, a Deadwood Treefolk. Ooh, a nice pull right there. I love Birds of Paradise. Staple in just about any green deck to pump out that, you know, any color mana. Actually, that doesn't have to be just a green deck. An Obsessive Search for a foil, which is pretty cool. Nice cat token there, and a Retro Frame Mindstone's always fun to see. I do love the Retro Frames again. But the Birds of Paradise is a good pull. You know, it's a good way to produce mana of any color. If you have a multicolored deck that includes green, definitely want to include one of those to help, you know, ramp it up. A Krosan Restorer, Subterranean Scout, Leaden Fists, a Nomad Decoy, Phyrexian Debaser, Dragon Engine, Chain Lightning again, Terminal Moraine, Terror, a Assault and Battery, a Storm Entity, a Mishra's Factory, and a Helm of Awakening in that nice, you know, borderless. The spells cost 1 less to cast. That's interesting, since technically isn't everything a spell. That's pretty all-encompassing. Wild Growth Retro Frame and a Swamp, and a Sheep. Everybody loves the sheep. And last pack for this. Let's see if we can pull something juicy. Would love to see a Vampiric Tutor. Sandstorm again. Wild Dogs. Goblin Matron. Dark Withering. Rith's Grove. Ovinomancer. I believe he's the guy that makes the sheep. Huh? And a Glory. That's a pretty cool pull. So we get a Glory out of this pack, and Retro Frame Gerard's Verdict. I will say the Retro Frame for the multicolored cards is maybe not my favorite, but the Artifact and the Land Retro Frame I think looks just super clean. I like it a lot better than some of the newer styles that they have there, like the whitish look on the Artifacts. Not my favorite. So, recap here, we got, you know, a couple good pulls. A Foil Mystical Tutor is always nice to see there. We get a Birds of Paradise, a Helm of Awakening, a Glory, an Umbilicus, a Nut Collector, and a Gamble. So, overall, I'd say that was a pretty good, you know, pretty good pull from these packs. Again, they're draft boosters, so you expect a little bit less out of them. But super cool set. I think that this was, you know, a pretty fun set to see. And I'm glad to be opening it. I haven't opened any of these yet, and I know it's been out for a while, but, you know, I'll keep these coming if you guys enjoy them. So that's going to be the end of today's video. Like, subscribe, and comment down below what you want to see next.